Welcome back to the Hard4Games channel, everybody. I'm your host, Tony, and today we are doing a bit of a rapid-fire session focusing on beta content featured on these two tapes. So we have Feel Everything, a N64 focused German tape from 1998, and Solo para Nintendo, a Spanish tape from 1997. These were captured via my PAL Region SVHS player, captured via S-Video, and cleaned up as much as I possibly could before presenting them all to you today. So on the docket, we have footage from Conker's Bad Fur Day, Yoshi's Story, Zelda Ocarina of Time, and the unreleased and very mysterious Jest for the N64. We're going to start off with Yoshi's Story, watch the trailer, and then talk about what we saw. Cheers.
Yoshis Story. Yoshi vuelve a las pantallas de la mano de Miyamoto, pero esta vez sin Mario. El cóctel de gráficos y jugabilidad es la clave de la nueva aventura de nuestro dinosaurio favorito. Bueno, el de los incondicionales de Nintendo. En el apartado gráfico se ha utilizado la técnica ACM licenciada por Rare. 24 niveles repletos de sorpresas en un juego de plataformas en el que el salto ajustado y los centenares de enemigos, la jugabilidad, diversión y la tecnología de última generación harán de este juego un nuevo clásico.
So first things first, the mechanic of collecting fruit isn't showcased here at all. Doesn't mean that it didn't exist, it just means that it wasn't showcased. Of course, it could have also not existed at this point in time, but it's really hard to tell. You don't get that square of fruit surrounding the player showcasing what you've already collected, and realistically, the world is also much more sparse. You don't see any of the fruit that you can collect, you only see some coins here and there. Here's a trailer from our 1998 tape, and you see all of those things. Everything related to the fruit collecting is here. In fact, here is a scene that is practically the same as one in the 1997 tape, and you can see the difference. You get the HUD, and you also get that bunch of grapes over on the left-hand side that's collectible. Next up, we have Conker. Just Conker, because that's all it was called in this trailer.
Conker. La primera aventura en 3D para Nintendo 64 con los personajes Conker y Berry, que cuentan con inteligencia artificial que les permitirá adaptarse a las condiciones del entorno que les rodee en cada momento. 4 mundos repletos de aventuras donde el jugador tendrá que localizar más de 100 objetos. Todo un reto. F064.
Now my guess based on the name is that this is from the Conker's Quest era of development, and the trailer also focuses a little bit on Barry, the secondary character, which the next trailer we're going to watch does not feature at all. Last one was Conker's 12 Tales. It does not feature Barry whatsoever, and also does not feature the Acorn Energy and HUD information. Now, based on Rare's own footage from their Rare Revealed series on YouTube, the HUD and Barry as a secondary player did exist during this period of time. Just for whatever reason, the secondary character wasn't shown in this trailer, and they may have just turned the HUD off for the purposes of getting a clearer image. I'm not exactly sure, but regardless, they did not feature the HUD in this trailer, even though it should have been there. Now, next up, we have Jest, a completely unreleased game that was in development by Curved Logic. Now, it's kind of a shame because based on the footage here, this would have been like a pretty interesting adventure, action, platformer style game. And what really grabs my attention are the extremely detailed and varied environments. But unfortunately, there's really not any information out there as to why this game got canceled or even what happened to the company. So if you have any information, let me know in the comments below, but otherwise, unfortunately, the history kind of ends there. Now next up, we have some pretty famous early footage from Zelda 64, and it had always been a VHS preservation goal of mine to be able to obtain a tape with this specific footage on it, just because I had always loved watching it. And finally, I have it in my hands and I can present it to all of you.
Zelda 64. Miren bien estas imágenes. Es lo más de lo más. Observen el impresionante aspecto de todos los mapeados, de todos los gráficos en 3D. Y es que no podía ser de otra forma. Zelda 64 es la obra maestra del genio de Nintendo, Miyamoto. Y para redondearlo, encima tendrá todos los textos de pantalla en castellano. En resumen.
So what's interesting here is that we actually have a lot of these areas recovered now. You know, this trailer used to represent this far off thing that we would never see, but now we can actually play many of these maps. Here we have the FST Dan dungeon, totally playable now. The sunset area has been uncovered and discovered. The Great Deku Tree, both inside and out. The maps are playable now. And of course, the Stelphos room had been around for a while in the debug version of the Master Quest. It's just sort of cathartic to see this trailer again and have everything sort of circle back around with all of these different dumps and leaks and stuff and be like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually living these areas. It's pretty neat. Thank you all again for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in this type of content and you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you know when our next videos are coming up. I'll also go ahead and put a playlist at the end card and in the description down below for our other VHS and Laserdisc preservations if you're interested. Aside from that, thank you again for watching. We'll see you all next time.